Now, ministers from OPEC Plus, a big group of oil producers that includes Russia, Saudi Arabia and others, have agreed a cut in their oil production targets of 1.4 million barrels per day. It will lead to higher prices at the pump. They've also agreed to shift a portion of some members' quotas to other members. Together, OPEC Plus delivers around 40% of global oil production, meaning its decisions can have huge influence on the market. Oil producers are grappling with falling prices and high market volatility amid the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Well, live now to independent energy analyst Cornelia Meyer, who's been on the fringes of the OPEC Plus meeting in Vienna. Hi, Cornelia, good to see you. Just explain why this decision's been made and what impact it's likely to have.
Well, this decision has been made because the OPEC Plus members countries are very concerned about the state of the global economy, and they look at rising interest rates and they look at the effect that will have on the demand. They've also seen deteriorating oil prices for some time now. They came slightly up as people started thinking that, the cuts might be extended. So that's why they took the cuts. I mean, it's sort of a preventive measure for what they see as a weak economy.
Yeah, and they've also decided to move production, haven't they, from some countries to others. Why and who's that going to impact?
Well, I think what they've done is two things. One, they have seen there's some countries who just were not able for some time to fulfill the quotas. When you look at where the quota was and how much was actually produced, there was an underperformance of more than 2 million barrels a day. So they've shifted from the countries that could not produce to give a little bit more to some countries that could produce. They've done another thing. They've now taken 3 independent sources, such as Platts, such as Wood Mackenzie, to verify what the production is. So there is more transparency. So this is all intended to increase transparency in oil markets, because they see that as actually quite important to determine what the right production level is.
OPEC Plus controls 40% of the oil's output. Western nations have accused them of manipulating prices, undermining the global economy through high energy costs. How justified are those accusations in your view?
Those accusations, in my view, are not justified. Because when you look at we have an energy transition going on, so we probably shouldn't think that oil prices that are too low and encourage people to use more oil is a good thing from that sense. And also, when you look at it, there's not sufficient investment. There's not been sufficient investment for about 10 years in the oil and gas sector. And if you look at what we think will be an increased demand over the next 10 years or so, given that world population is growing, and especially in emerging economies, they will need more oil. We need more production, and we need more investment in order to meet the production. So in that sense, in terms of stability of the oil market, I think it's the right decision, because also for consumers, when prices oscillate too much, it's very hard to make the right decisions, let's say, as an airline, in terms of what you want to do. Planning becomes very difficult.
OK, Cornelia, thank you for your analysis.